I want y'all to pay close attention to this title right here. All of this in just a few words speaks so many volumes. Very high volumes indeed. I was at work when I found out. And a fellow YouTuber was the first one that I learned about this from. And when I saw that, I had to instantly go on to CNN or just Google to see if this was indeed true. And it is indeed true. Florida lawmakers passed a bill that would allow school staff to carry guns. Ladies and gentlemen, it has officially begun. All I'm going to say is, if you have kids, first off, if you live in Florida, and I'm going to start with Florida first. If you are a subscriber of mine and you live in Florida, and you have kids who are in the public school system, you may want to think of some alternatives for them. But you got to be real strategic with it, because on my original channel, I did a video about a young lady in New York who was doing homeschooling for her kids, and she signed all the proper paperwork, or so she thought. And then months later, they came up to her and basically arrested her, took her kids away, and basically put them in the system and arrested her, saying that she for child neglect or something like that, basically saying that she was keeping them out of school for all the wrong reasons. They basically set her up to get arrested. So you have to be very strategic when it comes to the homeschooling thing and make sure you cross all your T's and dot all of your I's, because they will try and pull the wool over you. Now, when I was reading some of the comments when I posted it up on my Instagram page, my cousin, shout out to him, actually left a comment that actually I didn't think of. And I'm going to read to you what he wrote. He said, SMH, or shaking my head. What are they thinking? Well, let's see. A, student grabs gun from teacher. B, student commits suicide while in possession. C, student uses weapon against other people and may be a bully. D, more money for the NRA. Or E, all of the above. I choose choice E. And you know what? I agree with him. I didn't think of that, because all we focused on were the teachers getting the guns. But what if a student gets a hold of it? Because these are most likely going to be school appointed guns, which means they cannot take the gun off of the school grounds. So where are they going to keep these guns locked up? What if a student can find a way to break into whatever locker or place where they're keeping these guns at and get a hold of these guns? Because wouldn't those guns that are going to be administered, wouldn't that be like that when the state own those guns? And then they're talking about doing, I guess, some kind of a training for these teachers who don't know how to shoot a firearm. I said, this is not going to end well at all. This is probably one of the most radical moves that any legislature could ever pull. Any government could ever pull. You are literally, I don't know how many videos I've done since that shooting happened in Florida, where the teachers, we're focusing on the teachers, have shown that many of them are mentally unstable. You have kids choking their students, slamming them into lockers, holding them in the classroom by barricading the doors, teachers barricading themselves and shooting at the police inside of their classrooms. You have teachers who are mad at white girls for chasing after black boys. And a host of other things. And of course, you can't forget about the teachers who are sleeping with their students. That's another story. But still, you take into account of all of that, and you want to give those same teachers guns. You give teachers like that a gun, and they will go Rambo times 10 on those kids. Or like my cousin said, the kids might actually get a hold of it. And then what are they going to do? They don't know. This is not a well thought out plan. And it's only March. It is March 8th. We still have the rest of the year to go, and the school year ends in June in most places. But you still have to take into account the next school year when that starts up in August, September. I don't know what they're going to do, but leave me the hell out of it. And like I said before, if you have children, if you live in Florida, I don't know what you're going to do. You better be prepared to do something, because this is a testing ground right here. They're going to start here, and then it's going to spread like wildfire to other locations. Watch and mark my words. Where it starts in one place, eventually others are going to want to pick up on it, and they're going to follow suit. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments.